Sailing around the world is more than just the adventure of a lifetime. For our family, it's a dream come true.
Good morning from the Red Sea. Last night we passed through the Bab el-Mandeb and into the Red Sea, and as I look out from the boat I can actually see Africa on one side, and when I look out the other side I can see Yemen.
Bab el-Mandeb is Arabic for Gate of Sorrows. Located at the southern end of the Red Sea, the strait is 17 miles wide and one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. It's a dangerous combination of traffic, high winds, and strong currents.
I woke up this morning, I thought we would be on the south side of the Bab, and when I found out we had gone through the Bab and were going downwind in the Red Sea, I felt like dancing. I was so happy. I was so happy that there were no pirates. There were no 50-knot winds. There were no big, huge seas taller than the boat. There were no ships coming after us. It was great. I am so glad to be in the Red Sea.
It's amazing how quickly the weather can change. We don't want to risk stressing out our autopilot as we surf down the waves, so Dad steers the boat by hand, which he seems to really enjoy.
50 knots of wind! Doesn't get any better than this!
After battling northward all day, we find a sheltered anchorage behind a remote headland in southern Eritrea. The wind rages through the night, and when morning comes, the onslaught continues.
This is what cruising is all about! 50-mile-an-hour winds, sandstorms. Cruising the Red Sea is really great!
Over the next 2 days, sandstorms pummel exit only, covering everything with a fine layer of grit. When the weather finally clears, we wash as much of the sand off as possible. This cycle will repeat itself frequently over the coming weeks.
Sandstorm's over. We were pinned down for 2 days on the coast of Eritrea. We're back into the Red Sea. We're going to head up the coast on the inside route. Hopefully we're not going to get hit today with big winds. Now winds around 20 to 25 knots, which are perfectly acceptable for the direction we're going.
Our next stop is the largest deep water port in the Red Sea, Massawa, Eritrea. Because of its strategic and economic importance, Massawa has exchanged hands many times, most recently in February of 1990, when the Eritrean People's Liberation Front launched a surprise attack on Ethiopian forces occupying the city. After they lost possession of the port, the Ethiopian Air Force bombed the city and turned the Pearl of the Red Sea into a shell of its former glory. Plans have long been in motion to repair the damage, but there's no money to fund the effort. 20 years after the War of Independence, sunken ships litter the harbor and bombed-out buildings give the impression that the war ended only yesterday. Join us next time as we learn the value of reading the cruising guide.
The last 2 days we made trips up onto the island, and then we found out that the area that we'd been walking through, according to the Red Sea pilot, has landmines.